Two more second-round playoff series get underway tonight. You've got the Clippers fresh off that last-second win against defending champion San Antonio at home on Saturday night, visiting the Houston Rockets. And then Cleveland hosting Chicago. Can the Cavaliers get the job done? Minus two starters. Kevin Love out until next year because of the shoulder surgery. And J.R. Smith, their starting shooting guard, suspended the first two games of the series. I'm going to tell you who's going to win that game. I'm going to give you a complete breakdown, an in-depth preview of the contest for one of today's two complimentary plays. The other one being on the NL West game between the Padres and Giants. That's coming up in just a moment. Hi everyone, Al DeMarco here, and this of course is going to be your Monday video report. Guys, it's like a broken record, but it sings such a sweet, sweet song because each and every day here the past 2 weeks since these playoffs began, I've been talking about Steve Buden's #1 NBA crew out of New York City. Today, playoff winner number 19 of 21 since a 5-0 sweep in last year's NBA Finals. That's right, 19 out of 21. And it's their one and only 100-dime max wager second round game of the year on the Rockets-Clippers opener. They are 13-3 in the postseason so far, and you've gotten all of their plays at huge discounts, just like today's, because you're going to get their one and only 100-dime max wager second round game of the year for half price today. Just like you got their 100-dime first-round game of the year winner last Saturday when Washington hammered Toronto in Game 4 to wrap up their series with a nice little bow on a 4-0 sweep. You got that winner for half price. Same thing goes today. And keep in mind, they are 17-2 with 50-dime releases, going back to a 5-0 sweep again, and last year's NBA Finals, including 50-dime winners on Golden State over Memphis yesterday, with San Antonio getting the cover by the half point at the Clippers on Saturday, Atlanta on Friday, Chicago on Thursday, Atlanta again on Wednesday, Houston last Tuesday. You got all 6 of those 50-dime winners for half price. Today's play is twice as strong. Again, coupon code NYC. NYC. That gets you their one and only 100-dime max wager second round game of the year playing the Rockets and Clippers for half price and playoff winner number 19 out of 21 overall. Also, somebody I want to make you aware of today that I'm also going to give you a huge discount because remember, I'm a firm believer after 20 plus years in this industry, guys, that you do not have to spend big money to make big money. And I continue to prove that to you day in, day out by offering you massive discounts on the hottest plays from the hottest handicappers here at the site. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention at least Gabriel DuPont, because today he has his 150-dime winner number 5 out of 7. Now keep in mind, 100-dime plays are usually his top-rated releases. I believe off the top of my head he's on a 21-7 run with them over the past 3 months. This play is stronger. It's on Chicago and Cleveland. He has won 12 of the last 14 days, making $10 bettors in that stretch, $2,450. He's made $10 bettors this season in all sports since New Year's Day, a little over $8,900. And since he coming out of Thanksgiving, those same $10 bettors have won over 15 grand. And here's something also to consider. $10 bettors with his 50-dime or higher plays, the plays that he's keying on, the plays that he's hammering the hardest, they have won over $24,500 since he debuted at this site a year and a half ago. And today, guys, you save $55 off the purchase price by using coupon code GABE, G-A-B-E, for Gabriel DuPont. Listen, all your other discounts and promo coupons, etc., are going to be available on the homepage by 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Let me now start getting to your preview. First, we'll focus on the NBA, the opening game between Chicago and Cleveland. Listen, I told you to ride the Chicago Bulls a couple of days ago against Milwaukee. You saw how easy that one turned out, right, with their Game 6 blowout. And listen, I'm going to go with the Bulls plus the 4.5 to 5 points in this game now. I see this line pretty well split as I do this report very early here on Monday morning Vegas time. But I think it's probably going to go down to 4.5 because the public is jumping all on the Bulls at the 5, and that's going to push this number down. But I still like Chicago. The key for the Bulls in this series, they've got to be physical. It's what I told you they had to do in game number 6 at Milwaukee, and they did. They had to be physical. They had to play with that nasty streak. They did so, and they got the win and hammered Milwaukee. Now, they're not hammering Cleveland here, but Noah's got to step up. He's got to set the tone defensively for this team. You've got Derrick Rose, once again, as I have pointed out throughout the Milwaukee-Chicago series. He has been best in this postseason because, remember, he only returned with 5 games left in the regular season when he's had at least the extra day's rest. He's had at least 2 days rest. And his performance is going to be key here against Kyrie Irving. But how do the Cleveland Cavaliers get by in this series minus J.R. Smith, minus Kevin Love? Well, I'll tell you guys, I don't really think they are. Now, I'm not going to venture a series price. I'm just looking at game number 1 in this particular one because without Love's intimidation, without his sheer physical presence along the front line, do you realize, Paul Gasol, that opens things up for him offensively, and he's just been a good rebounder all season long. Listen, he is a defensive liability. We've known that for years, but that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking with the absence of Kevin Love. That means probably Tristan Thompson's going to get more playing time going up against Gasol. It's up to Gasol to step up and deliver with a big offensive performance here and take advantage of Love's absence. Let's also remember that this Cleveland team turned its season around when they made the trades. They got the big guy in the middle from Denver, and then when they went out to get J.R. Smith, among others, from the New York Knicks. Smith gave this team a dimension it had been lacking, perimeter shooting. You hit well from the perimeter, that opens up the inside, allows guys to drive to the lane, allows guys to be more productive in the paint because it's drawing the defense out. They're going to be minus him. That's going to be tough. That's why I like Chicago, not necessarily in the series, but as the road underdog to take care of business in game number 1 here tonight. Now, in baseball, I'm going to take a look at the Giants minus $1.40 at home against San Diego. Madison Bumgarner going against Tyson Ross. First 3 starts of the season, Bumgarner, well, he did not resemble the World Series MVP, did he? 5.29 earned run average. But in his last 2 starts against who? The LA Dodgers, home and away, 1.88 earned run average, earning the win, besting Clayton Kershaw at Chavez Ravine on Tuesday, allowing 1 run in 8 innings, striking out 9 along the way. This is a bit of a revenge game from Bumgarner because he had his worst start of the season back on April 11th at Petco Park when he allowed 5 runs and 10 hits in 3+ innings of a 10-2 loss. Now, he's also struggled in his last 2 starts overall against the Padres, so let's call it double revenge, as his ERA in those 2 starts combined is over 10. Now, Tyson Ross has won his last 3 starts against the Giants, okay? I'm going to acknowledge that. And I will also give you that the Padres are coming off a 3-game home sweep of the Rockies in which they scored 26 runs. But keep in mind, they had lost their 3 prior home games to the red-hot Houston Astros, scoring just 9 runs in the process. San Francisco, coming off a 3-game home sweep of the Angels, didn't exactly score a lot of runs in the series, but hey, they've won 8 out of 11 after losing 9 out of 10, and their starting pitching has been superb throughout. They're in triple revenge. They won the series opener when these two met in the first weekend of the series and then lost the next 3 games. But they have won 6 in a row at AT&T Park in the series, and I'm going to go with Giants in triple revenge, and Bumgarner in particular in double revenge against the Padres and Ross, because I think the Giants are a darn cheap price and only minus $1.40 to $1.45. That'll do it, guys. Best of luck to y'all, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow when we do this one more time.